welcome to The Void, your channel for Arena of Valor gameplay. In today's gameplay we are taking a closer look on Skud, who is one of the craziest solo laners able to just dish out tremendous amounts of damage. Today's game is focusing a lot on tactical things, and it's not about beating shitloads of enemies and getting kills all over the place. It's more about strategic issues and how you can deal with them. I'm gonna show you my build right after this clip. It's gonna be a more glass cannon-like build so that we are dealing more damage than we are able to take. And if you like the video, please leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do it! So let's hop right into my build. So for Skud we are starting off with the Hermes selected, as Skud is a hero that is suited to roam a lot. So that would be my preferred boot for him, or my preferred movement item. You always have to have one. My first damage item would be the Rank Breaker. As you guys know, I love it for its swiftness because you get the passive for that after you exit a fight, and you get some armor penetration. I mean, the build is pretty much standard. You do get the Omni Arms because it's got everything. It's got the attack damage, it's got the speed, blah blah blah. I mean, you can see it yourself. It has 5 different things that are going to improve with it, as well as a unique passive. Then we're using the Hercules Madness. We do get a little bit of armor, but it's here for the magic, for the attack damage, as well as the Berserk Shield and the Lifesteal. And then we have the Fenrir's Tooth, which is quite a good item because it is getting your damage increased by 30% as soon as the target HP is lower. And then you can go for the Muramasa, or you can take the Spur of the Longinus. You could also do the Beast or the Death Sickle, whatever suits your playstyle. Like, that would be the build that I'm gonna advise to you. Arcana wise, we are having a look at a pretty standard warrior build. It is the Onslaught item, it is the Assassinate item, the Arcana, and it's the Skewer. That's like the pretty standard thing that I'm using for most of my heroes that deal damage. And I think it's fairly decent. Enchantment wise, we're doing something different than with the most heroes. I basically picked it from the suggested page, so I'm still trying it out. Like, I'm not really too sold on it. So I'm using Shadow Blade. That's cool because you do have a movement ability with your 1. Afterwards, we've got the Deadly Claw. I think that's a staple for most of the heroes. I'm trying Course of the Death at the moment, but I think that the Desperate Duel can be another good thing to have, because the thing is that as soon as you trigger your 2, your attack speed will increase, so that might be a good item as well, or a good enchantment treat. We are having the Backstabbing item, which is cool because you will be brushing a lot. It's like you're not Richter, but you're kind of Richter because you're gonna stack up your 2 and then you unleash the full punch into the enemy's face. And then we have the second treat of Afata, which is Nature's Gift, which just gives you a little bit more HP because we are just a little bit more glass cannon than most of the other heroes. I think Skud doesn't have that much HP, but you're gonna see it in the video that is gonna follow right now. So be prepared for it. We are hopping right into the game, so see you there. So here's the game. As you can see, we have a pretty decent team. The only problem that we have, or that we had, was that we don't really have a real tank. Like, I'm not a tank, I'm building it more hybrid, and I don't think that Skud can be the greatest tank. I have seen Skud being a pretty decent support, but that just seems to be quite Asian. I mean, we know from the Asian pro players that they are much more into experiments, trying out new things, so that might be just a valid thing for that, for their meta. I don't know. I think we're really conservative. Like, dual lanes with supports and things like that are always kind of like, oh my god, you can't do that. I'm like, well, shit, I can do it because it's not your game, it's not my game, it's ours. So yeah, whatever. I got carried away. So here we go. Let me have a short introduction for the people who haven't played Skud yet, and just to kind of go through his abilities briefly. I'm not talking about numbers. That is something that's not really important for you guys. So important thing is your passive heals you. That's a great thing. You can always see it as your gauntlet kind of shines. You can see it right here. I have this purple glow. Your first ability is a dash into the direction of the template, and your second ability is kind of like a mixed version. So you have two different things that can happen. You press your 2, and you can see that there is a stack that's gonna pop up above your restore button, and it can hold 5 stacks. As soon as you have 5 stacks, it will have the maximized damage, like there's no way it can cause more damage. Or if you hit an enemy before the 5 stacks, your attack speed will increase. So you have to kind of decide, do you want to have more attack speed, or do you want to have one really strong attack with maximized attack speed? Your ultimate is a spin. You're gonna spin at the direction that you're standing at that point, and yeah, you're gonna like push enemies away from your point of origin, so everyone is kind of like pushed away or thrown away, which is kind of a cool tactical tool, but you have to be really careful about it, because if you get into the enemies up front, the only thing that's gonna happen is that you are going to push them away into some backline. That was like a really good use, I think, like without being like, yeah, I'm so cool, but I think that was kind of a good use because I pushed enemies away from Cullen. I don't know what he did there, like for sure. That was kind of a really awkward situation because I kind of saved him with the ult, or I gave him room to participate because you want to, as yeah, Quill is like best Skud ever, and I'm like, hello, do you have eyes? There were more enemies, my health was low, so I'm not supposed to sacrifice myself just for your pleasure. But yeah, you will have enemies like that, and you guys might find that different. Like maybe you see it different and you think like, okay, Skud, you could have helped Void, that would have been something. If so, like I didn't see it that way, but if so, just write it in the comments below and I might just rewatch it again to improve my playstyle. I know from the games that I play at the moment that I should pay more attention to the map. I'm not using the map as my point of, like my vision is kind of more in the game and not on the map. Like I look at the map from time to time. So if you think about it, it's more like some kind of, if you drive your car, you will have to look into your rear mirror from time to time, but you won't always look at your rear mirror because then you don't really know what's going on in the front line. With Arena of Valor, I guess it's kind of different. You should pay more attention to the map because that's gonna help you to kind of develop a sense of what the macro is about, but I need to develop that sense. And I know that I need to develop it because that's one thing that I should improve, and I said to myself that I kind of need to improve it even more because I played so many games. Like I don't think I'm that much of a good player. But yeah, you know the drill. Like as soon as you get fed up in the game and you do get some games ready, you won't pay attention to it because you will be excited. You will finally realize that it's kind of difficult to keep your lane. Enemies are bothering you all the time. Your team doesn't do what you want them to do. They don't ping. All those little shitty reasons that get you dragged away from what you wanted to achieve. Shouldn't be an excuse. Like that's not supposed to be an excuse at all. It's just, as a matter of fact, I'm not really that concentrated when I play the games. I usually play at night. So sounds like another excuse, doesn't it? No shit. That wasn't my intention, guys. If it sounds like an excuse, sorry for that. That was what I meant. Like that can cause problems if you are doing that spin and you're spinning enemies away from you instead of getting them into the right direction. And here you can see I'm uploading my ability and bam, here we go. Massive damage into Superman's face. Like Superman this game, I don't really know if he was good or bad. Like I can't judge it because the outcome isn't in his favor. But it was so annoying having him flying around all the time. It was like, I was going nuts at the beginning of the game, and I was like, what's wrong with you? Okay, here we go. This is like I said in the beginning of the video in the intro that this game is about like tactical issues. So you can see that I stayed here so that I would have the tower aggro because I wanted this tower to fall. The mid tower is one of the most important towers in the whole game because it is the lane that takes the longest, but for most people it's the easiest one to follow. Many people get sidetracked from the top and the bottom lane, and many times I win games because we won the main lane and we had the mid lane. Like we had one great approach pushing through mid lane, so I always try to focus on that lane, so I sacrifice English, complicated language, and I think the next video is gonna be in German. So prepare for that. I can't wait for the day where I'm actually able to have little teasers and stuff because I reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's just another 700, so should be done in about a week. And yeah. That happens when old people try to react really fast. And we couldn't kill him! That was so stupid. So, see, we did a great approach on getting the first tower in the middle lane, and now it seems that my team is actually able to follow up. Yeah, I'm not doing it here. No, that's a no. Great shutdown here. And my ass, what was that? My super greedy super ass just wanted to get in and do some killing, and you saw the result. It was awful. It was really awful. I can't wait for the time when it's finally getting a little bit lighter outside, not that dark, moody harvest, whatever, autumn feeling. My videos look so dark, and I look like an old person sitting here with I think, oh no, this is the next skill. Sometimes you just have the feeling that you need to tank the shit and then everything just goes really bad. Oh my god, he's dead now. Do you guys enjoy playing with or against Crixus? He has a huge impact, but it doesn't really feel like it when you play him. At least I didn't really feel like that when I played him on the test drive, aka the hero trial. I don't know what Quillen does here. Okay, he tries to go in. I mean, what you can see something which is quite special about most of the games, and I think that's especially in my elo, where I would say people are not that experienced, or they might be experienced on one or two heroes, do all the time. You always see people chasing people. It's a real pain. There's no real grouping. Like when I remember the games that I lost and the games that I won the last time, I always had mess. Look at that. That's so beautiful. It's like, and she's like, I can get away. And I'm like, nope, you are not. And that feels so satisfying. It's like getting an A on your test. What I wanted to say is that I have the problem that I didn't really ping that much in this game. But even if I ping, rally for a team fight, no one fucking cares. Like, I can be the only one standing in the mid lane pushing the minions. Everyone is somewhere in the jungle, and I'm like, rally for a team fight, and everyone is, no, we don't want to follow. We don't want to play as a team. So this is another experience where I needed to tank the shit out of that tower. And as you can see, with combined arms, first tower. I mean, it sounds stupid, and it's not really that satisfying. Like, it's more of a frustrating thing. But I want to win these games. Like, I'm not here for I am here for personal pleasure. I want to have nice games, but if I'm able to win a game because I just have one more death in my death count, it doesn't matter, because the first thing is to win the game. And guys, there is one thing that I need to show you. I think it's the longest game in Arena of Valor history in Europe. I had a 30 minute game. I had a 30-minute game and it was confusing. It was the biggest frustration, and I think we didn't even win the game. And that's what makes it bad. Like, it's not a problem if you win the game afterwards, but spending 30 minutes in one shitty game, that's so nice. As I said, this game is not about having a crazy amount of kills. That wasn't the intention. The only intention was to get as many stuff as possible, and now we are on the 3rd tower, and that is what I'm living for. No, it's not really. That's not really the case. I'm living for crisps, and I'm living for some beer. Some cigarettes are nice as well. I don't really have a healthy lifestyle, but that's something that I can talk about as soon as I have more followers. Some talk behind the scenes or something like that. Like I can have something like the back room or something, and I will have a second YouTube channel, and then I will earn money with something that I do like, and that will be a problem, because I think that's a really bad thing if you have to play Arena of Valor to earn some money. Double kill. Kali is really, like, I saw that Kali and I was like, who is this hero? Like, where does this power come from? I mean, yeah, it's some kind of shredding, because we are now having them in a 29-11. So the outcome is quite clear. I mean, you have seen it from that, but I will upload a video. What a kill steal! I will upload a video pretty soon where we will lose the game, just to show you the other side of Arena of Valor, because I don't really think it's that great to only show videos where we win. But I hope that I do a good job on explaining why I think this worked well. So as a verdict, I think we were better on getting the towers, playing as a team to get those towers. The enemy team had themselves distracted quite a lot, so they were not really focusing on the important team fights, and they did not really gnaw on the tactical issues, which are to get things like towers, Abyssal Dragon, and things like that. So I think we did a better job on that. I don't think that my team was that great, to be honest, so I didn't really put up some thumbs up. So yeah, guys, that was the game. If you liked it, just leave a like. That would be great. And otherwise, I'm out. Have a great Friday night.